the bookend way of unifying form. See that I'm doing that now with the yellow and the yellow, but I'm not doing it on the outside. I'm going to have sort of the turquoise here on the outside, and then that pulls the inside out. Get it? Earlier we talked about how I make my decisions of what color to paint things. So I've got the going with focused on the core or the center of the piece or edges of the piece, or trying to pull the interior into the exterior. So as if you imagine that you can see through the piece. Okay, so notice how it's always turning, and I'm trying to kind of see how I like what's happening. I'll leave that. So I can't really do anything until this is no longer shiny, because if it's a little bit wet, it's going to be really muddy looking. So with this out to dry. And I'm going to take this one now and use the wet slip. The reason I'm going to pour it on this one is because this one I can easily hold on to it, and when I pour slip on it, it's going to be like getting all kind of wet and wiggly, and it could collapse. So I want to be able to have something that I can hold on to too, and also for this surface that I can kind of comb and disturb the flow of the slip. So I'm going to take the wet slip, mix it up really well because it's going to settle. So every 3 or 4, at least every 5 minutes, you should stir it. And when you're not using it, keep the lid on it. So I'm going to take, and I know that it's going to take about probably a half a cup or a cup, and I'm going to just put it on, set it down, and then swish and turn it, a lot like how you do when you're glazing. Okay, now I'm going to just kind of draw a little bit on it. And one thing I hate are when drips don't follow the flow of gravity. You know, when you have drips going up, so I may have to hold this for a while, kind of smear it around. So that I can try. And so I may just go around it. Wow. One story I have is I was slip casting 2 big like platters, and I was doing it out in my yard because it was really sunny, and I had to kind of keep going like this so it would smooth and roll. I was doing this kind of dance, and this big butterfly flew by. It was kind of so I was doing like the butterfly dance with my platter, just trying to keep, because now it's dry enough that it's not moving, but I want that little finger mark to stay in there, and then you see a little bit thin slip, so it's like you have a contrast between the thick and the thin, and I kind of like that.
Will the iron from the mixing a little bit, and when it moves, will that kind of pop up a little bit darker as well? Any questions?
Actually, I can show you exactly where I'll go back in and do black line. So with this, I poured it, wiped it off, and then I kind of went like this because it was heavier, and then I let that mark stay. So then when this comes out, to continue to add more color to it, it's not going to be like a stranger. I'm going to have a sense of where I want to put the mark. Okay? So this one, I have to just let it dry for a while. I'm curious to see if I painted this black and this black, this would really pop out, the color there. So maybe that would be a good choice for me to do. And just keep it simple so then I can put some of the other things on top. So remember when I showed you the photos of Christy work and I loved how she let some of the clay show through. So I'm gonna put this black on, but I am not going to cut all the bottom all the way because, let me show you, that'll give it a little bit of kind of like a sense of what clay, that the clay is down there. And then sometimes things will happen where you'll get, just because of the way that I shaped it, you get a little bit of a negative area where it won't stick. I'll let that stay. So just doing the black has really kind of changed the way that you see it. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to stir up the light. Choose a brush that is close to the same width, so it's going to look smooth on lusciously and not like really like crimpy, like I'm just trying to get enough peanut butter out of the jar to toast my whole piece of bread. I want it to seem like I live in the land of peanut butter and it's so much. So it's going to look more luscious if my brush is bigger. This is probably my biggest brush. Always get your brush wet first, otherwise it's not going to flow. Load it up, and you're going to make contact with it until you feel it starting to run out, and then flip your brush and use the rest. And I'm just going to start. See, like if you were right here looking at it in this view, you don't see the inside at all. Just white. So now if I made this white, you'd get this feeling of like, there'd be three different, it'd be like red clay, blue, black. Here it's just, thank you. Thank you. So should we do that? Just one stroke here and see how you'll see. And if you stood here, you'd have the same width. Red clay, blue clay, red. So it'd be. So think of form as sound. This is a brand new brush. And this is a really good consistency. So I'm going to lay it on. And you know when I pick these up, some of them have little dimples. And if it works the way I hope, the dimples will prevent the slip from covering the whole thing. Go about this far, switch, because I'm running out, and then do it again on this side. That's one time. Okay. Lots more than that. So now you look here and you kind of see, now if you turn it here, kind of dig just seeing the white line here. And then I got white over here, so I'll put white here. So here again, I'm using like the white. And maybe what I'm going to do is only, I'm not going to cover the whole thing, it's only going to be just one time. Okay, now I'm going to drop it, flip it, and draw on it.